Hey team, Jesse Dale, Macro Missionary. So I had an awesome phone call yesterday, and it was with a young lady. She had been doing macronutrient-based nutrition with various people for a long time now. And we're talking at one point in the conversation, she kind of threw me for a loop. She said, "This just sounds like unicorn land," which is hilarious because my wife is a unicorn. But this just sounds like unicorn land. There's no way that, like you're saying, you can just eat pizza and Toll House and breadsticks and for that to get you to where you want to be. And that's a good point, because I think that a lot of people think that that is the case. And do we eat those things? 1,000%. So let's just dive right into the question. Can you just stay in a caloric deficit, hit your macros, maintain your muscle, and lose body fat? Yes. Yes, you can. And the key phrase there is "and lose body fat." But let me tell you what else is going to happen there. You're going to be a heavier, unhealthy person, or not as healthy person. And just by following macros regardless of food source, and just by following calories regardless of food source, you're going to become a lighter, same level of health person. So if you're a heavier unhealthy person, you're now going to be a lighter unhealthy person. Okay? The health status is going to change very little, other than maybe some added benefits of losing the weight itself. So that's key point one. So, well, what do you mean, man? You're still losing fat. That's healthy. You should be looking good, right? Well, let's go to the look. What happens if we don't look at food source at all? We just follow macros and eat all of our carbs from Cinnabons. And, we don't really care for protein source. We don't get our vitamins, minerals, electrolytes. Why would I still lose fat if I'm hitting my macronutrients, hitting my calories, but not look as good? Well, the key point there is going to be inflammation. And we see this a lot. I mean, remember, as proof that you can just reduce calories and lose fat, Weight Watchers is one of the oldest weight loss organizations in the books. Why? Because they work. But why isn't Weight Watchers, why isn't everyone doing that? The inflammation, there's nothing to monitor because we're not looking at food source, your inflammatory markers. So you get to that lighter weight, and you're like, oh gosh, I look bloated, I don't feel really great, I'm tired, I'm happy I lost 7 pounds, but you just don't have the desired look. And then you're like, you know what, forget this, and you stop doing it altogether. That inflammation is gonna come from not getting your micronutrients. So your dietary fiber, vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, things of that nature. Okay? So you're still undernourished in those things. And when you're undernourished in micronutrients, your body already is dealing with a lot of inflammation from stress in everyday life and oxidative stress from everyday life and aging. Those things have not been addressed. So yes, you're lighter, yes, you lost body fat, but your health markers did not change at all. So what else happens when we just follow macros and just follow calories and don't pay any attention to our micronutrients? Okay? Well, a lot of times we're doing this, again, to be healthy. We want to be vibrant. We want to have energy. Well, what happens when we just reduce weight from just following macros or calories? Yes, we might gain a little bit of extra energy because we're lighter and we're carrying around less weight. But I want you to picture if you fueled your Corvette with whiskey, like real high-proof whiskey. Would it still get you to the grocery store? Yeah, it's going to be, it's barely going to crawl. Now you fill that with the top level fuel. That thing's gonna be you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a much more efficient ride. Well, our bodies are the same way. So if we're fueling us with a high nutrient dense foods, we're gonna be able to run a lot more efficiency. We're gonna have better energy, better well-being, better energy processes will be running more efficiently. So that's super important to recall as well. And then when we have better energy, we tend to move more, so that tends to increase metabolic rate and kind of have a compound or a cascade type effect. So we need to make sure that we're nourishing that level as well. So when we just pay attention just to macros, and I don't think there's really anyone on the internet that says that anymore, but I know there were back in the day. Some people used to think we were that way just because we eat Toll House and pizza or whatever. Yeah, we do those things after those micronutrient needs have been 100% filled in and met. Another thing, this is bonus feature right here, is you can get away with and have a lot quicker fat loss, meaning you could be in a much bigger deficit the higher your micronutrients are. So when your micronutrient profile is like mega loaded, like super loaded, you're nourished very well. The body is very good at using its stored food, that's what I call fat, stored food, for energy because its micronutrients are fulfilled. Now conversely, when you have very, very low micronutrients coming in, your body's gonna prompt you to just eat as many calories as it can so it can extrapolate the few micronutrients from those calories. So even if they're not micronutrient dense calories, okay, say like maybe like fast food, your body will just cue you to eat more of it so it can extract the little bit. So when micronutrients are very high, you can get away with a little bit lower calories, providing you're hitting your protein needs, saturated fat needs, and things of that nature. Where when micronutrients are low, calories your body's probably gonna prompt them to be a lot higher to get the nourishment that you need. So you don't wanna be undernourished in micronutrients because that can cause overfeeding in calories, and we all know what that leads to. So, all right, hopefully this answers the questions. Rock and roll, keep those questions coming in. These are really awesome questions. No such thing as a bad question. Curiosity means that you take it serious, and we love curious people. Have an awesome week.